wait is finally over. Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero.
So hungry this time.
And then again, this is going to be your second marquee fight. You fought Gervonta Davis also in New York a few years ago. Now you're going to be fighting in Times Square. What are you envisioning?
A knockout, a vicious knockout. See, I knock him out. Longo.
The fight fans have been dreaming of. The build-up has been electric, the tension undeniable, and the personalities explosive. We knew it was going to be heated, and it hasn't disappointed. This isn't just another boxing match. This is two fighters with something to prove. Pride is on the line. Reputation is on the line. Careers, possibly on the line too. Romero has been bold. From day one, he's made it crystal clear. He's not just coming to win, he's coming to knock Ryan Garcia out, viciously. And when asked what it meant to fight Garcia in Times Square, he didn't sugarcoat it. He said, "Beating Ryan, it's not personal. I just want to beat him." Straightforward, cold, focused. Romero's not talking for attention. He believes it.
147 pounds. We know how big you are. How much better are you feeling right now?
Much better. You know, this is the weight class I belong in. This is the one I feel the most comfortable, so excited to start my journey.
Ryan Garcia, on the other hand, enters this fight with his own questions to answer. He's been doubted, mocked, underestimated, called a model, not a boxer. A social media celebrity, not a serious fighter. But that narrative is starting to shift. Garcia has physically transformed. He's bulked up. He looks stronger, sturdier, and more locked in than ever before. He's no longer the kid people thought looked out of place among elite fighters. Still, the doubts remain. Is he mentally ready? Can he stay composed under relentless pressure? Can he finally silence the critics who say he folds when it matters most? Let's not forget his loss to Gervonta "Tank" Davis. It's still fresh in people's minds. Ryan went down from a body shot and stayed on one knee until the count ended. He got up.
How was this training camp?
Oh my God. You know what, man? Night and day. It's a blessing, brother. It's a blessing. I really enjoy this time because everything's normal, back to normal. So that's a good thing. It's a blessing.
You're talking about the behavior of Ryan. He's completely took a line change in this fight, right?
Up seconds later. Too late. And that one moment created a storm of criticism. People said he quit, that he gave up, that he didn't have the heart. Since then, Ryan has tried to shake that image. He's worked on his game, fought back, but Romero knows that history, and he's planning to exploit it. Rolly believes that if Ryan isn't elite, mentally or physically, then this is his fight to win. He's not concerned about the potential future bout between Garcia and Devin Haney. Made it clear. If either man loses this fight, the Garcia versus Haney showdown in October, it's off the table. Everything is on the line. For both fighters. When asked what's next if he wins, Romero gave a surprising answer. What's next? Nothing. I'll go to an island or something. He's not worried about the next opponent. He's not playing chess. He's looking to dominate now, enjoy the moment, and let the rest take care of itself. And when Garcia...
So just taking a break from everything. You know, I took a break from social media a lot. Just not really posting too much, not really getting involved in that. You know, you could kind of get lost in trying to be entertaining on you know, the gram and trying to get clicks and trying to get reactions. So I think just taking a step back from that, getting back into reality, hanging out with my family.
Garcia's father, Henry Garcia, didn't hold back either. My prediction, he said, Ryan stops Rolly. Early, maybe in the first quarter of the fight. Henry believes once Ryan lands clean, Romero will crumble. He expects his son to be aggressive from the first bell. Romero won't be gun-shy, but he's been dropped before, twice. And Henry says, you don't just forget those moments, they stay with you. They shake your foundation. He's a warrior. Henry admits. But Ryan's not coming to shake hands. He's coming to hurt. He's coming to finish. And who better to weigh in than Gervonta Tank Davis? The only man to beat both Garcia and Romero. Tank kept it real. He didn't lean too far either way. Said Rolly could pull off the upset. But when asked if someone's getting knocked out, he didn't hesitate.
He hits him. There might be the same results.
In terms of the rematch, you know, the whole world is waiting for this Haney fight, but he does have a fight with Jose Ramirez. You guys confident that he does win that fight against Ramirez?
Well, I mean, if he outboxes Ramirez, you know, there's a possibility that he'll survive, you know, but his chin has been tested.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Somebody's getting knocked out. Former champion Timothy Bradley has a more definitive view. He's picking Ryan Garcia, and he's picking him by knockout. Bradley believes Garcia has grown, not just physically, but mentally. He said, Ryan looks different. He's calmer, more serious, less wild, more focused. Like a businessman now. Bradley doesn't think the fight gets past the 6th round, and the reason? Too many holes in Romero's defense, he said. It's going to cost him. Sean Porter, another former world champ, agrees. He gives the edge to Garcia. Pointing to experience, they both fought Tank, and both learned. But Ryan, Porter believes, has more raw
hit, bro. Like, he can hit. He's the only person I felt like when he swung, it felt like bricks was in mud. Is that the hardest one? Really, like, is that the hardest one to face in your career? Is that the hardest one? Who else I sparred that was like that?
Talent. Keyshawn Davis went further. He said flat out, Ryan's going to stop Rolly. Without a doubt. Shakur Stevenson echoed the same. Thoughts. Said Romero's not on Ryan's level. Ryan's a better boxer, he said. And yes, he also predicted a knockout. Promoter Eddie Hearn added his voice to the chorus. He thinks Garcia will be too fast, too strong, too technical. Romero has 13 knockouts and 16 wins. No doubt he's dangerous, but Garcia, he's explosive, especially with that lethal left hook. Hearn's also excited about the full card, with fights like Teofimo Lopez versus Arnold Barboza Jr. and Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez. But his eyes are still on Garcia, and he raised an interesting point. He said Haney...
Night-night. I think Ryan has changed, definitely. I think his character has definitely changed. You know, with the way he's displaying it now, a lot more calmer, very respectful. You know, look like a real businessman now, you know. He's not all loud and crazy like he was. He's kind of calmed it and tamed it down a bit. So, I respect that with Ryan, man, and I think he's going to be a lot more focused now.
He might still be recovering mentally and physically from his last war with Ryan Garcia back in April of last year. There may be demons in that ring, Hearn said. I want to see how Haney responds. But again, none of that matters if Garcia doesn't get past Romero, and make no mistake, Rolly's coming with violent intent. Everyone watching expects a knockout. Everyone expects someone to hit the canvas. The only question is, who? Romero's aggression is both his strength and possibly his downfall. He charges in.
I think he wants to fight. Yeah, I think for both fighters obviously the common opponent right there. I think that both fighters, obviously Ryan just fought Tank. Yeah. I think he'll be better since fighting Tank. Yeah. And then the same thing with Rolly. I think Rolly became better from fighting Tank. I think that they knew certain mistakes that they made. I think they believed in their game plan. Got us all to believe in their game plan. I think they came to this fight with
throws bombs, but when you fight like that, you leave openings. And Ryan Garcia specializes in making fighters pay for openings, especially with that left hook. It's fast, it's sharp, and it ends fights. But Rolly isn't bluffing. He's not playing games. When he talks about hurting Garcia, he means it. He wants to crush the hype, destroy the headlines, and shut down anyone thinking he's a joke. Because for Romero, this is personal. For Garcia, This is redemption for both. This could be a career-defining night. Will it be Ryan?
Interesting. Which is like the one that maybe has the most juice behind it? Which one do you think, is kind of the one that stands out?
I think probably the best fight of the night is Teofimo against Barboza. I think that could be a banana skin. I'm interested to see Devin return because I think that night took a lot out of him physically, and I think there'll be a few demons for him coming back into the ring. I don't think Ramirez at this stage is necessarily the guy to expose that.
Ryan's calculated precision and speed? Or will it be Romero's raw power and chaos? Let us know what you think in the comments. Who takes it, who gets knocked out, and what happens next? Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Because this fight isn't just a main event. It's a moment boxing. Fans won't forget.